We've got a very interesting update to take a look at here today involving the New York Rangers superstar goaltender coming out here and speaking about his goal presumably for this season, I'd imagine. So we're going to take a look at a quote from Igor Shesterkin and really kind of dive into how good he has truly been so far this season, because he is on pace to potentially win his second Vezina Trophy before he hits the age of 30 years old, which is pretty great. I mean, this is a guy who has truly been phenomenal. He's been playing some great hockey this season for the Rangers, and it's looking like he could be on pace once again to be that Vezina Trophy winner, just like he was back in the 2021-2022 NHL season when he was an absolute monster. Ended up also finishing third in the Hart Trophy race, which is the overall, league MVP. So that kind of shows you how good he was back in 2021, 2022, and it is very possible he could be up there once again for not only the Hart Trophy, race there to possibly win that award, but also the Vezina Trophy as well, because let's be honest here, if you're going to win the Vezina, you're going to be up there at least a decent bit for the Hart Trophy, but this is a guy who could truly, potentially have a run at the Hart Trophy, although it is extremely tough for a goaltender to win. If anyone's going to do it in this league right now, it is Igor Shesterkin, in my opinion. With the way he's been playing, it definitely is possible. So let's take a look here at the quote from Igor Shesterkin and kind of dissect this and try and really figure out what his possible kind of quote-unquote goal is for potentially this season, I'm guessing. So he ends up saying here, this quote is from the Hockey News article, and Igor ends up saying here, quote, "I just need to keep doing what I do," Shesterkin said. "Just try to be better every day, practice hard, play hard, and try to reach my goal." And that's where it ends, though. So you kind of have to try and guess here what his goal it kind of is. And I have a couple of kind of things here that I think could possibly be. So let's take a look at those here. And you definitely comment down below kind of your thoughts on this here and kind of what Igor's actual goal is. And there definitely are a few different kind of potential things on what the goal could possibly be. So my ideas here are possibly, obviously winning a cup there. That is and kind of should be every NHL player's kind of top priority and hopefully their top goal, especially as a fan kind of looking from the outside in there. That's kind of what I want to see from the players on my favorite team. Then you have here him possibly winning another Vezina Trophy, which definitely could make sense, but he's obviously already done that, so I can't imagine that's his kind of top priority right now, which obviously I'm sure he wants to win that, but hopefully his kind of main goal, at least, or above winning the Vezina, is obviously to win that cup there. You also got the Hart Trophy there, winning the MVP award, which would be pretty incredible for Igor to do as a goaltender. And like I said, if someone in the NHL is going to do it as a goalie, it's going to be Igor. And also, kind of last thing here is possibly signing that massive contract that will end up making him the highest paid goaltender. I think that's pretty much guaranteed at this point. He's going to make more than obviously what a guy like, Carey Price was making that 10.5, and a guy like Sergei Bobrovsky was making that 10 mil. So Igor is going to get that, highest paid goaltender contract in NHL history. But the kind of question is how much? So does he have a target in mind? Is that one of his goals there, where he maybe wants to make 12 plus, 12.5 plus, per season? That's kind of the question there. We don't know exactly what his goal is kind of what he's saying there, but you kind of have a few ideas here, in my opinion, that obviously winning the cup, the Vezina, the Hart Trophy, and making, that $12+ million contract potentially, which we obviously know he declined that massive $11 million cap per season deal. That he declined that there, the 8-year, $11 million per season deal. So him declining that there, you got to imagine he's going to want at least 12, in my opinion. That's kind of what I'm guessing there. So assuming he wants that, is that one of his goals there to be the kind of by far clear highest paid goaltender in NHL history, making 12+ mil a season, or 13 plus, maybe 14. I can't imagine that high, but you never know. So we'll have to wait and see. We don't know exactly kind of what his goal is, but I definitely would imagine that winning a cup is probably up there in his priorities. I'd imagine there. I mean, he's won that Vezina already. He has proven to be the kind of best goaltender in the league, especially when he gets to the playoffs there. He's a guy who, when the lights shine brightest, when things matter the most, he comes in and plays his best. And that's exactly what you want to see. You don't really care about a guy who, it's great and all to have some guys who, maybe put up well over a point per game in the regular season there. And obviously for goaltender, put up some phenomenal numbers and play like one of the top guys in the regular season there. That's fine and all. But if you get to the playoffs there, and you're just kind of a shell of yourself there, and you're putting up, half that kind of point per game total or whatever it is, and you're just, putting up like a 905 save percentage compared to, a 920 plus, let's say, in the regular season there, and you're putting up a 905 in the playoffs, obviously that's not ideal. So having a guy like Igor there who has had a couple not elite seasons, you could say, for his standards in the regular season, the last couple seasons, which he still does some great numbers, but it hasn't been like his playoff numbers there. So he's a guy who, when the light shine brightest there, when it matters most, he truly does come in clutch there and really performs for this team, which is exactly what you want to see. So that is great for Igor there. He's obviously a phenomenal goaltender. He's proven to be that, but hopefully his ultimate end goal is to win a Stanley Cup for this New York Rangers team and to be a Ranger, hopefully, for the rest of his entire NHL career. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. We'll have to wait and see, but I definitely would be extremely happy if Igor got locked up long-term, ended up helping us win possibly multiple cups there. Obviously, getting a little greedy maybe, but at least win us a cup there in the next, 8 seasons, let's say, after this one. That would be pretty great for the New York Rangers franchise. And like I said, definitely comment down below your thoughts on what Igor's kind of goal could possibly end up being. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. But now let's carry on and take a look at some stats here and some advanced stats that really kind of show, how truly good Igor has been and kind of really proves my point here when I say Igor has a legit chance, a very serious chance to possibly win the Vezina. Now, it's not a guarantee. He could cool off there. It's definitely possible. Some other goalies, it could heat up a little more there. But as of right now, Igor is looking like a true threat to win the Vezina Trophy. So the basic stats here so far this season, he has 9 games played, started all of them. He's got a 6-2-1 record, which is not bad at all. He's only allowed 20 goals in 9 games, which is not bad at all. He has a .933 save percentage, a 2.22 goals against average. He's already got 1 shutout, which isn't too bad. And he does have 7 quality starts so far out of the 9 total starts he has played. So that means he's really had at least 7 out of 9 games he's played so far. He has been really great. So that is exactly what you want to see at your top goaltender. He's obviously a huge part of this team and so far has definitely continued to play like that great Igor that we definitely all know he can be, which is phenomenal. But now let's take a look at some of the advanced stats here that really kind of show you how truly good he has been, because sometimes, the goals against average especially, maybe it's looking a little better because of the team he's playing behind, but these numbers here really kind of show you how truly good Igor Shesterkin has been for this New York Rangers team. So now let's take a look here at 2 of my favorite stats to kind of look at when you're kind of ranking goaltenders and taking a look at kind of truly how good they've been. The first one here, goals saved above expected. In first place, you have Lukas Dostal, the young Anaheim goaltender. He's got 10 games played. He's got a 11.7 goals saved above expected, which is quite phenomenal. But then right there in second place, you have Igor Shesterkin, 9 games played, an 11.6 goals saved above expected. And this is a stat where you kind of need to have a decent amount of games played for the most part there to really kind of rank high, which we'll take a look at another stat here to kind of, you don't need to have that many games played to kind of really prove how good they're being, but that kind of shows you there. Igor with 9 games played, 11.6 goals saved above expected. That says a lot there. He's in second place right now. He's got 1 less game played than Lukas Dostal, and I definitely would assume in his next start there, he will pretty much definitely have at least, 0.1 more goals saved above expected. So that kind of shows you how truly good he's been there. He's one of the top goaltenders in the entire NHL. And then for goals saved above expected, per 60 though, which kind of brings down the meaning of how many games you played and really kind of just shows how good you've been in a certain amount of games you have played, per 60 minutes. And Igor Shesterkin is in third place there, right behind his backup goaltender Jonathan Quick, who's only got 2 games played so far. He's got a 1.309 goals saved above expected per 60, and then third place Igor, 9 games played with a 1.29 goals saved above expected per 60. And in first place, Freddie Anderson, only 4 games played. He's got a 1.757, which is just insane. But either way, it kind of shows you there Igor's stopping nearly kind of 1.3 goals per game, kind of extra there on top of what else is he doing there. So it really kind of shows you how good he's been. And I truly think Igor is a legit threat to possibly win the Vezina. So anyways, in the comment section down below, definitely comment your thoughts on Igor Shesterkin and also what that goal could possibly be for him for presumably this season, I'm kind of guessing. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you are a New York Rangers fan. There's no better place to be on YouTube for pretty much daily New York Rangers content. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one, and let's go Rangers.